Good morning from sunny Florida, wrapping up the second day of my speaking presentations down here. But I wanted to share a winning secret insight with you. How do you actively wait? Meaning, opportunities take a little time sometimes to develop or come together. Often a lot longer than we think it's going to take. I started publicly speaking in December of 2019. And we all know what happened in the spring of 2020. And because of that, I started my own consulting firm in January of 2020. Great timing, right? Yeah. It looks great. I had a very good speaking appearance in December that led to more opportunities, more speaking engagements, consulting work. Looked like we would be in the black, starting to even make money and profit in the spring, maybe 3 months later, April. And then March 2020 came around. Yep, everything dried up real fast. So then I ended up going back to sales for a few years while still working on my personal brand and on work on the side. And over time, that slowly built back up to the point now, fast forward almost more than 4 years later. That's how long it took for that opportunity to come back full circle, where I was building. And then the opportunity in August of this year came together, where the workshop business with several things aligned so that I was able to step away and up from my sales role. It took 4 years from when I started to where I am now, and I still have goals that I want to achieve, where I'm just getting started on my own again. Here's my point. How do you actively wait? You know it takes time for things to develop. But what do you do while you're waiting for those things to develop? And here's a word picture that came to my mind this morning. Running backs in the National Football League. When they're handed the ball, the temptation is to go as fast as they can forward. But the ones that have done it long enough know that sometimes you've got to wait for the offensive line, for your blockers, to do their thing so the holes can open up, and then the running back can go through and get big yards. If they try to do it too fast, they run into their own people, or the holes aren't open yet. It's not ready. And that's my illustration for you. Sometimes things have to develop in front of you, and it takes far longer than you think sometimes. What do you do in the meantime? What you can do. So while I was doing sales, I was doing occasionally on the side speaking and business coaching. As the opportunities came, as I reached out, as I developed some of those things, I was doing both sales and that. That's what I'd recommend. If you feel stuck, if you feel like, man, I should be there by now, and you're not, but you know you're not just sitting around waiting for an opportunity to drop in your lap, that's where I recommend actively waiting. Do what you can with what you have, where you are now, and then be patient about those things developing as you talk to people about collaboration, as you do your reach out, as you do emails and LinkedIn direct messages, and however you're contacting people. Just know that it could take a little while, perhaps sometimes a longer time than you think, for that opportunity to develop. But here's what I believe. I believe that life is done for me, not to me. And this opportunity that I've stepped into, the multiple opportunities, wouldn't have been there 4 years ago. Things had to develop for me. And that's what I encourage you in. Do what you can now with what you have, while you work on and work towards the bigger goals you've got. Win where you can, and then look for those big opportunities, and then seize those opportunities, but be patient with them coming together, because timing is everything on that. Trust the process, trust the time, trust yourself, put in your best work, and I guarantee you, it'll come together for you. Actively waiting, patiently working. That's a key to winning at life.